It's the biggest change to the math curriculum in Ontario in a generation. Gone is Discovery Math. It's being booted to the curb and not a moment too soon. Students will instead get a back to the basics type math curriculum, one that, well, built on what you learned and how you learned math, how I learned math. Gone is strange concepts that don't lead to better outcomes, and back are, well, tried and true methods of learning. There's also going to be an increased attention paid to teacher qualification and teacher training. The province will invest money in making sure that teachers that are in the system get their skills upgraded, and those that are coming through the system to become teachers are actually qualified to teach math. That's especially true in grades 6, 7, and 8. The province is going to invest money in making sure that there is a mathematics lead for grades 1 through 8 at every school board. That person will be charged with making sure that both students and teachers rise up to the provincial standards and that test scores improved. And at some of the lowest performing schools when it comes to math, there will be math facilitators in the schools to help both students and teachers. This couldn't come, as I said, a moment too soon. We've been watching math scores, especially in grade 6, drop for years. Now, less than half of students in grade 6 are able to meet the provincial standard. Not pass, they can't meet the provincial standard for what we expect students to know. This was a long time coming, built up over years of the previous Wynne and McGuinty governments not paying attention to what students needed. They went off on fad math curriculums. They decided that Discovery Math was the way to go, even when the evidence showed them it wasn't working. So the Ford government's going back to the basics. Yes, that gets scoffed at by an awful lot of people, but guess what? It works. It works for helping kids learn how to become coders. It helps them learn how to enough math to be able to go into science and technology. It helps students learn basic life skills like balancing your family budget when you get out and live on your own. This is a good thing. I don't know about you, but I had to stop helping my kids with math around grade 2, grade 3. Not because I couldn't do math, but because the way they were being taught was so fundamentally different than the standards that have been used for decade after decade after decade. Most parents didn't know. By the way, there's going to be new resources to help parents better assist their children with their homework, something that every parent I've talked to has struggled with over the years. This is a good news announcement. It's part of an overall curriculum rehabilitation program brought in by the Ford government. Unfortunately, most of the media is just going to be paying attention to sex ed. This is where the money is. This is where the numbers are. And this is the story that counts.